The Seven Wonders of the World constitute an immortal list of extraordinary achievements and magnificent structures throughout human history. Spanning from the ancient world to the modern era, these constructions showcase mankind's awe-inspiring creativity and technical prowess. From the enigmatic grandeur of the Great Pyramids to the rock-carved city of Petra and the love-built elegance of the Taj Mahal, each is filled with unique structures that captivate visitors and are steeped in stories from the depths of history. These seven wonders take visitors from every corner of the globe on a journey toward the greatness of the past and humanity. The Great Wall of China is considered one of the most impressive engineering feats in human history. Constructed over centuries, this colossal structure holds a significant position as one of the largest defense systems on Earth. The construction of the Great Wall dates back to as early as the 7th century BCE. However, its most renowned sections were built from the 3rd century BCE to the 17th century CE. Throughout this time, various Chinese dynasties contributed to and expanded the Great Wall. Initiated and expanded by various Chinese rulers throughout history, the primary purpose of the Great Wall was to protect the borders of the Chinese Empire against invasions from northern nomadic tribes, particularly the Huns, Mongols, and Manchus. The construction of the wall aimed to strengthen imperial borders and establish defensive lines at strategic points to impede enemy advances. Additionally, the Great Wall was used for economic purposes such as safeguarding trade routes and collecting taxes. These defense structures not only ensured military security but also supported economic prosperity by safeguarding cities and trade routes within the Chinese Empire's interior. In the early 13th century, Genghis Khan launched a series of invasions into China. In 1211, Genghis Khan initiated a campaign to conquer the Jin dynasty in northern China. Mongol armies breached the northern sections of the Great Wall and defeated the Jin dynasty. The total length of the Great Wall has been measured to be approximately 21,196 kilometers. Walls constructed by different empires during different periods spread across a vast area covering the northern borders of China. While the width and height of the wall vary from region to region, it generally stands at around 6 to 7 meters in height and 4 to 5 meters in width. Materials such as stone, brick, mud brick, and sometimes wood were commonly used in its construction. Parts of the wall follow natural barriers, while others were built by human hands. Local materials and labor were typically employed in construction. Construction techniques included the use of ramps to maintain the wall's height, reinforcing foundations in marshy areas, and strategically placing defense towers. The Great Wall of China encompasses many structural features such as strategic passes, towers, and observation points. Towers were used for military purposes, while observation points were utilized to monitor approaching enemies. The topography of the regions where the wall was constructed is highly diverse, traversing mountainous terrain as well as the edges of plains. Therefore, the construction of the Great Wall required tackling challenging conditions. Beyond being just an engineering marvel, the Great Wall has become a symbol of Chinese culture. Used for unification and defense purposes for thousands of years, this structure has been recognized as a World Heritage Site and protected by UNESCO. Additionally, it holds significant importance in tourism, attracting millions of visitors annually. Ranked second on the list is the ancient city of Petra. The ancient city of Petra is an archaeological treasure nestled among magnificent canyons in southern Jordan. With its rock-carved structures, splendid temples, and unique geographical location, it stands as one of the most captivating ancient settlements in the world. While the exact founding date of Petra is not known, it is believed to have been established by the Nabateans around the 4th century BCE. Petra served as a crucial nexus on the historic Silk Road and held a strategic position on trade routes. Under Roman rule, it flourished further and became part of the empire's trade network. Petra began to decline in importance with the spread of Islam in the 7th century. However, its significance rose again during the Crusades in the 12th century. Hidden among the canyons and built upon natural sandstone rock formations, the city was predominantly crafted using rock-cut techniques. This method involved carving temples, tombs, palaces, and other religious and civic structures into the rock. One of the most renowned structures is the magnificent monument known as Al-Khazna, or the Treasury. Petra also boasts an extensive system of water channels, which was crucial for sustaining life in the city. The water management in Petra is quite remarkable, utilizing sophisticated water channels and reservoirs to collect and store rainwater. This water system enabled the city to thrive and develop. The architecture of Petra reflects Nabatean culture, blending Hellenistic, Roman, and local Arab influences to create a distinctive architectural style. Key elements in this architectural style include arches, columns, temples, and rock-cut tombs. The rock-cut tombs, belonging to the city's affluent and powerful families, are particularly noteworthy, with many carved into the sandstone rocks. Temples are also significant architectural features of Petra, with various temples scattered throughout the city. Petra, due to its location on trade routes, witnessed the interaction of various cultures. Hellenistic, Roman, and Arab cultures left their mark on Petra. Different architectural styles, sculptures, and temples reflect Petra's cultural richness. It was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2007. This ancient city holds numerous historical and archaeological significances, shedding light on humanity's history. Moreover, through a voting process in 2007, it was selected as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This indicates Petra's status as a globally recognized symbol. Ranked third on the list is the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal, situated on the banks of the Yamuna River in the city of Agra, India, holds a unique place in world architectural history. Regarded as a symbol of pure love, this magnificent structure stands as one of the most impressive monuments in the world due to its architectural elegance, aesthetics, and symbolism. The Taj Mahal was built in memory of Mumtaz Mahal, the wife of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Mumtaz Mahal passed away at the age of 38 while giving birth to her 14th child. Upon her death in 1631, Shah Jahan decided to construct a unique monument in her memory. Construction began in 1632 and was completed in 1653. Thousands of workers, craftsmen, and architects contributed to the construction of the Taj Mahal. It is one of the finest examples of Mughal architecture. Made of white marble, the structure is adorned with intricate geometric patterns, an elegant dome, and ornate minarets. The geometric arrangements reflect characteristics of Islamic art while also incorporating Persian, Indian, and Central Asian architectural elements. Throughout the day, the Taj Mahal presents a mesmerizing view with its ever-changing play of light and shadow. The structure is built as a domed palace surrounded by symmetrically placed buildings around a courtyard. The main structure consists of a large dome surrounded by high minarets on all 4 sides. One of the most distinctive features of the structure is its towering dome, intricately adorned with various patterns and decorations. The minarets rising at the 4 corners of the Taj Mahal provide a magnificent sight when viewed alongside the dome. In front of the structure lies a vast garden and various water channels, providing visitors with a sense of tranquility and beauty. The walls are adorned with intricate inlaid work on marble. Various motifs, arches, and inscriptions adorned with jewels also catch the eye. At the center of the structure lies a mausoleum housing the tombs of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan, closed to visitors and offering a serene atmosphere. Over time, the Taj Mahal has demonstrated resilience against natural disasters, wars, and other external factors. Its foundations are firmly laid, and it is resistant to earthquakes. Additionally, various preservation and restoration efforts have aided in its long-term conservation. The Taj Mahal is considered one of India's national symbols and is protected as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Furthermore, it is recognized worldwide as a symbol of romance and love. Every year, thousands of visitors visit Agra to experience the beauty and significance of the Taj Mahal. Ranked 4th on the list is the Statue of the Redeemer. The Statue of the Redeemer is a colossal monument rising on the Corcovado mountain in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and is one of the world's most recognized symbols. Since its construction, it has captivated thousands of visitors and has become an iconic symbol of Rio. The construction of the Statue of the Redeemer began in 1922 and was completed in 1931. In the early 1920s, the Brazilian government sought to add a striking symbol to Rio de Janeiro's skyline, one that would reflect the country's cultural and religious identity and promote tourism. To achieve this, a series of ideas and proposals were evaluated, and in 1921, a competition was held for the construction of the statue. The competition was won by Brazilian engineer Heitor de Silva Costa, with the design of the statue being created by French sculptor Paul Landowski. Construction of the statue commenced in 1922, with the summit of the Corcovado mountain chosen as the site. This mountain is part of the Tijuca National Park and commands a prominent position over Rio's center. The construction of the statue was a challenging and labor-intensive process. The primary material used in the statue's construction was steel, with 635 tons of steel used to form the main structure. The steel skeleton was then covered with concrete and natural stones. During construction, special roads and cranes had to be built to transport materials and equipment to the mountaintop, making it a formidable task given the technological limitations of the time. Numerous workers, engineers, and artists were involved in the construction of the statue, which took 9 years to complete, finishing in 1931. On October 12, 1931, the Statue of the Redeemer was officially inaugurated to the public. Today, the Statue of the Redeemer is considered one of Rio's most iconic symbols and welcomes millions of visitors annually. The statue is a symbol of Brazil and Christianity worldwide and holds immense religious and cultural significance for many people. With its open arms embracing the world, the statue strikes an iconic pose. Aesthetically, its simple yet impressive design has become a symbol dominating Brazil's landscape. The Statue of the Redeemer stands at 30 meters in height, with a wingspan of 28 meters. The skeleton of the statue is made of steel, weighing 635 tons, while the exterior is composed of natural stones and concrete. The construction of the statue posed significant engineering challenges, including difficulties in accessing the mountaintop and devising a support system for the pedestal. Additionally, the maintenance and preservation of the statue require ongoing efforts. Dominating Rio's skyline, the towering statue is an integral part of the city's cultural identity. It also attracts visitors from around the world, contributing significantly to Rio's tourism economy. Ranked 5th on the list is Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is an ancient Maya city and a significant archaeological site located on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Situated approximately 120 kilometers north of the modern city of Mérida, Chichen Itza's origins date back to around 400 BCE. The city reached its golden age during the 10th and 11th centuries. However, by the late 12th century, the city faced political instability and attacks. Eventually, in the early 1400s, the population of Chichen Itza rapidly declined, and the city was abandoned. During its prime, Chichen Itza served as a trading center and political and religious capital. This city played a crucial role in Maya culture and became one of the period's significant scientific and religious centers. One of Chichen Itza's most notable features is its architectural structures constructed based on astronomical knowledge. In particular, the pyramid known as Kukulkan Pyramid has drawn attention with phenomena created by shadows, arranged based on the periods of the sun and the moon. On special days known as equinoxes, it is believed that the shadows on the stairs of the pyramid symbolize the walk of the feathered serpent god Kukulkan. The Kukulkan Pyramid is a four-sided pyramid, with each side consisting of several layers with stairs. Each layer is associated with important dates and events according to Maya astronomy. The height of the pyramid is approximately 30 meters, and it has a structure with 9 levels. Each level has a platform, and there is a steeper staircase to reach the temple at the top. One notable architectural feature of the Kukulkan Pyramid is that it creates a remarkable shadow play facing westward. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, on the equal days of March and September, sunlight falls on the pyramid stairs and forms the shape of a serpent. This event is associated with the Maya god called Kukulkan and holds significant religious importance. At the top of the pyramid, there is a small temple which was probably used for religious rituals and ceremonies. The ball court at Chichen Itza is one of the largest and best preserved ball courts in Mesoamerica. Discoveries here have provided important information about how Maya sports and rituals were conducted. For example, reliefs depicting players on the walls of the ball court offer clues about how the game was played. The sacred cenote at Chichen Itza is a sacred water source used for Maya religious rituals. Archaeological excavations inside these sinkholes have revealed offerings of human and animal sacrifices made to this water source. Additionally, archaeological remains found at the bottom of the cenote include offerings and objects from various periods, as well as human remains. Another important structure at Chichen Itza is the tzompantli, a skull rack used during the Maya period to display the heads of war captives or sacrifices. Excavations revealed human bones as well as statues and other objects underneath the tzompantli. Chichen Itza was discovered by European archaeologists in the 19th century and later restored and opened to tourism. Archaeological excavations have illuminated the region's rich history and cultural heritage, demonstrating how important Chichen Itza was for Maya civilization. UNESCO included Chichen Itza on the World Heritage List in 1988. Every year, it is visited by thousands of tourists. However, this large influx of visitors can lead to the deterioration and damage of the structures. Therefore, conservation and restoration efforts are of great importance. The preservation of the area is critically important for perpetuating the legacy of the Maya civilization for future generations. Ranked 6th on the list is Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is a mysterious ancient city constructed by the Inca Empire in the foothills of the Andes Mountains in Peru in the 15th century. Listed as a World Heritage Site and selected as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu is mesmerizing not only for its architectural elegance but also for its location and historical significance. The exact purpose and construction date of Machu Picchu remain a mystery, but generally, it is believed to have been built as a royal estate by the Inca Emperor Pachacuti around the 15th century AD. The city was constructed around 1450 AD, during the peak of the Inca Empire. It was discovered by American archaeologist Hiram Bingham in 1911. Bingham had come to the region in the early 1900s to conduct archaeological research in Peru. He organized various expeditions to investigate traces of Inca culture and the Inca Empire. During his research, Bingham claimed to have found a lost Inca city, and this discovery led to the worldwide recognition of Machu Picchu. One of the most remarkable features of the city is the excellence of stonework. Inca architects built structures that would stand for thousands of years by perfectly cutting and fitting massive stones together. The stones were tightly interlocked and mostly assembled without mortar. In the foothills and slopes of Machu Picchu, there are agricultural terraces. These terraces allow proper water management and enable various plants to grow at different elevations. Natural stones such as granite and andesite were predominantly used as building materials. These stones were sourced from the region's quarries as well as from stone quarries along the riverbank. The structures in Machu Picchu were carefully placed to adapt to the natural terrain. They were situated on terraces rising towards the mountain slopes and placed on natural elevations. This not only enhanced the beauty of the settlement but also ensured the durability of the structures. Among the structures found in Machu Picchu are temples, palaces, terraces, warehouses, fountains, and agricultural areas. These structures serve significant functions in Inca culture and were designed to meet the community's various needs. The architecture of the city was designed to effectively manage water. Stone channels that facilitate the proper transportation of water and fountains used for water supply can be found among the structures. Machu Picchu was built on a mountain plateau at an altitude of 2,430 meters and overlooks the magnificent landscapes of the Andes Mountains. This location facilitated the defense of the city and provided fertile areas for agriculture. Due to its high altitude, the climate of Machu Picchu is variable, experiencing fluctuations in temperature, rainfall, and sunlight. This isolated location has contributed to the preservation and exploration of the city. Machu Picchu is considered a symbol of the rich cultural heritage of the Inca Empire. The ancient city presents an excellent example of Inca culture's architectural, engineering, and agricultural skills. Additionally, being undiscovered during the Spanish colonial period, it is one of the rare places preserving the original structure of Inca culture. Machu Picchu is visited by millions of tourists every year, requiring conservation measures to prevent environmental impacts. UNESCO and the Peruvian government have taken various measures for the preservation of Machu Picchu and the promotion of sustainable tourism. Ranked 7th on the list is the Colosseum located in Italy. Becoming a symbol of Rome, the Colosseum is known as one of the largest amphitheaters of the ancient world. This magnificent structure, located in the capital city of Italy, Rome, was built between 70 and 80 AD during the reign of Emperor Vespasian. The Colosseum holds a unique position in the world both architecturally and historically. The Colosseum in Italy is a monumental structure built during the Roman Empire, often referred to as the Flavian Amphitheater. It is known as one of the most magnificent structures of ancient Rome, located in the heart of Rome's ancient Roman Empire. The construction process is considered as a testament to the wealth and resources of the Roman Empire. Large amounts of money, manpower, and materials were spent on the construction. Among the construction materials, especially stones brought from the regions conquered by the Roman Empire are noteworthy. The Colosseum was built on the site of the former Nero's palace in the center of Rome. This area had previously been a palace built during the reign of the former Emperor Nero, but after Nero's death, this area was rearranged to make room for the Colosseum. Thousands of workers were involved in the construction process, including war captives and slaves. Construction techniques included cutting travertine stone, transporting stone blocks, and using support systems at different stages of construction. The design of the Colosseum reflects the characteristics of Roman architecture aimed at meeting the needs of the time and creating the largest and most magnificent structures possible. The vast scale and intricate architecture of the structure are considered a testament to the engineering and architectural achievements of the time. The completion and inauguration of the Colosseum took place in 80 AD during the reign of Emperor Titus. The opening ceremonies were celebrated with extravagant events lasting for 100 days. These events included gladiatorial fights, wild animal shows, dramatic performances, and various other spectacles. The Colosseum was built as a magnificent amphitheater used to entertain and provide shows for the Roman people. Thousands of people would gather in the Colosseum's stands to watch these events. The structure is 3 stories high from the outside and has a circular plan from the inside. With a capacity of approximately 50,000 to 80,000 people, the Colosseum was used for popular entertainment events of the time, such as gladiator fights, animal hunts, and other shows. The Colosseum measures approximately 189 meters in length, 156 meters in width, and about 48 meters in height. Its exterior is covered with white travertine stone, a commonly used material during the Roman period. On the inside, materials such as brick and tough stone were used. It has a typical amphitheater plan, designed in a circular shape with an oval arena inside. The stands are arranged around the arena in tiers. The stands inside the building are designed in a stepped manner to accommodate people from different social classes. While the upper levels were generally allocated for the common people, the lower levels were reserved for individuals of higher social status. Surrounding the Colosseum are a series of corridors and entrances allowing spectators to enter and exit. The lower part is filled with chambers where gladiators and wild animals awaited. These areas allowed them to prepare for their performances before entering the arena. The upper part of the structure is not covered with a roof. Instead, there is an opening in the middle of the Colosseum, and in ancient times, it is believed that a kind of awning was set up to protect the spectators from the sun during events. Its exterior is adorned with a series of columns, arches, and sculptures. These decorative elements give the structure an aesthetic appearance and reflect the architectural style of the Roman period. These architectural features of the Colosseum have survived to the present day as an impressive structure reflecting the power and wealth of the ancient Roman Empire. The architectural design of the structure was effectively conceived to control large crowds. Additionally, safety measures such as evacuation plans for emergencies and easy access and egress were implemented. The foundation of the Colosseum is quite sturdy and was built considering the carrying capacity of the soil. Wooden stakes were driven under the large stone blocks to reinforce the foundation. The floor is filled with areas where fighters and animals awaited beneath the arena. These areas were used to support the events taking place in the upper part of the arena. To enhance the structural integrity of the Colosseum, steel or iron connecting elements were used to bind the stone blocks together. These connections hold the structure firmly together and increase its resistance to earthquakes. In addition to being a symbol reflecting the rich history of the Roman Empire, the Colosseum has become a popular tourist destination worldwide. Over its thousands of years of history, various restoration and conservation efforts have been undertaken. The Colosseum was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1980. Don't forget to subscribe for brand new documentaries and more scientific content.